Hey everyone, or no one, because there's zero people here. I was just randomly going live on my computer. I forgot that I could do this. I thought it's going live on your device that they need at least 1,000 subs to do. Um, I was gonna make this a video, but then I was like, oh, let me press the live button. So we'll see. Anyways, I'll just continue to talk. Um, so we'll actually. Oh, I got a like. Okay, there's one person here. Hello. Let me see something. If my kids barge in, I will probably end the live very abruptly. Just because I don't, they don't really need to be on video. So who is there? All right. So what I wanted to talk about was just something that was sparking my interest a little bit. I've been looking into polymers. Well, specifically para-aramid, which a name brand would be Kevlar. I'm sure everybody knows what Kevlar is. That bulletproof material. That was reminding me of a song all of a sudden. Isn't there a song about being bulletproof? Bulletproof. Yeah. So, I when I heard that when I learning about Kevlar and learning that it is considered a polymer, I was like, "Hey, Aphrodite Rose, um, you probably know a lot about this, Aphrodite, because you're into about science and things like that. You're ultra smart. So, but it's about polymers and Kevlar. So I was like, the word polymer is awfully close to polymerase, right? Like the for the PCR. Yeah, Kevlar kitty armor. That is so cute. Is that a thing? I'm looking for people who manufacture Kevlar or para-aramid products. So I know they have them for dogs, for the dogs that are in the police force. So yeah, anyways, I was like, polymer is too close to polymerase. Like, what is the connection here? Yeah, polymerase. So I'm like, let me look up what polymer is. So polymer is any class of natural or synthetic substances composed of very large molecules called macromolecules. My boyfriend made it out of a milk jug. I don't know what that means. And polymerase is an enzyme which brings about the formation of a particular polymer, especially RNA and DNA, right? I think enzymes and proteins are like the same thing. Oh, your boyfriend made the kitty armor out of the milk jug. Okay, cool. I love your cat. Your cat is so beautiful. Um, my dog is here laying on the couch. And then, so synthetic polymers are derived from petroleum oil. Like some people probably know this, but this is like, wow, right? To me. So made by scientists, which are examples are Teflon, polyester, polyethylene, nylon, epoxy. An enzyme is a protein that makes a chemical reaction happen. Yeah. So I think I think the V word, the bad V word that you can't say on YouTube, VIR, and enzymes and proteins, I think they're all like similar or the same things. Yeah, an enzyme is a protein that is a catalyst. Okay, it's a specific type of protein. Okay, so and then natural polymers are silk, wool, and DNA, cellulose, and proteins. So natural polymers. So it just like made me think like of the industries that are out there. So we have the industries that work with synthetic polymers. What was the lady who invented or discovered para-aramid is Stephanie Kwolek or what have you. She died, I think, a few years ago now. But who works for a company called DuPont, which is apparently a really old company from way back. So she created this type of polymer. And So just yeah, again, it made me think of the industries and how our DNA is an industry too. Like I don't mean to be negative because I know there's positive and negative and there's lots of things we have created with these materials, right? But there's always a con to things in a way, a downside. But anyways, I was like, yeah, our I think that we are considered material as well. And this is why they think they can kind of do whatever they want to us, or at least coerce us, or trick us, or manipulate us into doing what they want us to do because, like, we're just materials. We are seen as materials. Our DNAs are polymers. Like, ooh, what can we, what can we create with this? And how can we manipulate it to create something different, right? We are nuclear power plants. Yeah, like we're amazing. So I don't know. It just inspired me along that thought line when I'm learning about this Kevlar and polymer. I'm like, holy crap, like we are like polymers too. So what else was I gonna say? We do alchemy on heavy metals and make gold. Oh. Yeah, so my kids, they are loving Minecraft, and Minecraft is like kind of all about this stuff, learning about different materials, learning that the materials that are made come from materials that are already made, and manipulating things. So, yeah, it's pretty fascinating stuff. I think I find everything fascinating. So, oh, yeah. But yeah, along the lines of DNA, and it's like my friend Shannon she's a chemist. And she was telling me the exciting thing about chemistry is kind of like how you can, it's almost like unending, opportunities or something. Like it's exciting to see what you can continue to make with using a compound and a solvent and things like that. So, yeah, pheromones. I think our thoughts actually have chemical. Oh, yeah, I think our thoughts have physical, like, yeah, chemical components too. Pheromones, like they send out things for sure. Like, I mean, absolutely. I was telling my cousin that I think that our thoughts have presence because you know how you can sit with somebody and like you guys are thinking the same thing and then you say it and then like, oh my God, I was literally just thinking that. They're like, get out of my head. Well, it's like, yeah, I think our thoughts have presence. So, hey, Trinity 88. Yeah, God bless you too, for sure. I, yeah, like some people have a perfume and some have a stink cloud. Yeah. Oh, you mean like some people's presence is like a perfume and some people's presence is like a bad cloud or something? Aphrodite, your lives are really exciting. I was thinking yesterday when I was watching one of your lives, I'm like, she has such an awesome personality. You're so fun and engaging. Yeah, I guess that's basically, anyways, all I wanted to say in reference to the polymer thing. So it's like, are you going to give them your consent to allow, these chemists in the biochem field to use you as a material to see what they can make out of you, or how they can, I'm not going to say about changing your DNA, but how they can, do whatever it is they want to do with the genes and the proteins and all this stuff. So, but I know the people that listen to my channel don't do that, most likely. So, people actual emit chemicals into the air and affect the mood of the environment. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is so true. I know, it's like I can feel it. It's just like when certain people like come up on you, you're just like, oh, like, oh my God, get away from me. Like it's weird because sometimes it's like you don't have like physical proof that these people have an agenda or there's something up with them, and because there's nothing really on the outside that they're doing to you. It's more like a spiritual thing, it's an energy thing that you can sense. So, yeah. And then sometimes if you second guess yourself and you don't trust that spider sense you have, I'll call it a spider sense, you know, we have to go with that and listen to ourselves, right? Funny how certain topics keep emerging throughout research. I know. It's like everything connects. I'm like, you would think I was thinking, oh, me researching about Kevlar or whatever, that has nothing to do with like, what I talk about on this channel. But I'm like, oh my God, it has everything to do. Like it totally connects because nothing is separate from anything. Everything is connected. So yeah, please pray for my brother, okay? He's lost and angry. All right. Yeah, everything connects. Nothing is separate. That's what I was realizing in college too. When I went to college, it was like I would take, it's, math, philosophy, Western art. And I'm like, all these things are connecting. And it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool just to realize that everything is one, everything isn't separate topics. Although we break things up into topics just to be able to dissect them, I guess, or whatever. But yeah, lots of energy right now in the air wanting us to conflict. Yeah. Yep. I know people like that. I know people like that. Sometimes there's people in your life who have, you know, put you in defense mode. You know what I'm saying? From that you grew up with, parent or whoever, and they just put you in this like fight or flight mode where you feel like you have to defend yourself, and then they continue to do that throughout your whole life with different topics because they don't like who you are. That's what it comes down to. Everything you are is wrong. Everything you think is wrong. So, um, and coming to a place where, like, I don't know, like you can just accept that those people are who they are and they're never going to change. They want to draw you into conflict. I just label those people as unsafe. And I know that those people are people that I don't share my heart with. I don't share my weaknesses with and things like that because they don't really like you. Even though they act like they do, they might even do nice things for you. That's the confusing part. But in their heart of hearts, you can sense in the spirit that they're not for you. And like I get things in pictures, you know what I mean? Like, and I think that this can be really confusing for us because on somebody's outside, and sometimes in their actions, like say they like buy things for you or pay your way for things, like they seem like, wow, like that's a nice thing to do, but inside you don't feel comfortable around them. You don't feel like they're a safe person because they're critical and they draw you into conflict. So it can be confusing, but we have to listen to our instincts. True, true, true. Yeah, each moment feels like a battle. Yep. um I have to get out of the spirit of correction. It's not a good place to be. A program that was put on to me of criticism, and then I can do that to others. Yeah, it's like, it's like a fine boundary or place. It's like between someone like being critical all the time, or just, I don't know, always having an evil opinion of you. Um, And by evil, I mean a person just thinks that everything you think is wrong, and just that they're right and you should live life the way that they do. Um, but I think that correction could be cool depending on the context. You know what I mean? It's all about how you bring forth things, and And yeah, the context of the situation, right? Living with my brother, and that is going on here. Living with people is difficult. Living with people that, that there's conflict is so hard. Yeah, helping hints, right? That's what it's about. It's totally about context and how we do it. Yeah. And then people can feel that. Like if people can feel when you bring something forth in humility, you know, rather than in pride. It's different. Yeah, grace. Grace. Yeah. Wait, all this stuff is in the way. my dog's my dog is spooky. If I make any kind of noise, she gets freaked out. My friend Karen calls it a spooky dog. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Um, somebody else actually put those colors there. Person who lived in this house before me. Your cat is spooky too. It's like you make any kind of sudden move and they're like, "Oh my god, I'm out of here." It's so funny. Like if my dog isn't listening to me when we're outside, I throw something near her to startle her, and then she comes right by me. Because sometimes she starts heading in a direction where she's not supposed to go, or I could tell she's about to, you know, do something naughty. She's into chasing ducks, you know, too. We have some ducks that live in our backyard. PTSD from nowhere. I know they got PTSD. It's just their senses. They're just like, oh, that's a signal of danger. I'm out of here. We think she killed one duck, but I don't. I think one of my kids saw her do it. But anyway, she's a black lab, so apparently, I mean, I think all dogs like to chase things. If I'm not mistaken. And then we have this rabbit who hangs out in our front lawn all the time. And I'm like, in the morning when I have to take my dog out, I'm like, why are you in the front lawn? Like, what are you doing, rabbit? Like, do you want to get chased? No, she didn't eat it, and she doesn't like if she finds even something dead, she doesn't eat it. Yeah, she didn't eat that duck. She just likes to probably just catch and kill. Casey, are you a killer? Aphrodite, are you going to do a live today? Yeah. What kind of wrecked? What do you mean, like emotionally or something like that? There is common memo today on YouTube about visitation dreams. Oh, yeah. I hate fighting, like, because it makes you feel awful. um, I've had sometimes I have really vivid dreams. Um, yeah. Yeah, that is very stressful. That's good. I've had dreams. Why did it say 0? It says 0 people, but are you still here? That's weird. Well, I'm probably gonna sign off now. Maybe I'll edit this just. Oh yeah, it says 0 people, but you're there. That's weird. I guess that's part of YouTube wonky stuff. They should have something where you can like put images on your screen. That would be cool. So anyways, I don't really have anything else to talk about. And what the heck did I do here? Okay. So probably just gonna sign off. And I'll talk to you guys later. Love you guys and take care and have a great day. And I just send peace your way, Aphrodite. Just peace for you guys. And peace to Trinity. All right. In Jesus' name. Bye, guys.